¿Qué pasó, mi gente? It's MarkTep25 here, coming back at you. I just kind of kept track of the Dallas Mavericks Detroit Pistons game yesterday. And, I mean, granted, I didn't see all of the game. I saw a few highlights. And if I had seen the entire game, I probably would have made better judgment calls. But from what I was seeing from the statistics and all that, it's just, I don't know, man. This team has so much potential to win. Like, they could have won so many more games than this. Because, I mean, a few of them, they were pretty close. Some of them, obviously, they were blowouts. But it's just, it's so frustrating how this game almost could have been a loss. And, you know, this team, again, they're good when they're good, but sometimes it's like night and day between halves. The first half, they're golden. Then the second half, they crumble, and they either almost lose or lose. And that needs to stop. And, you know, this has been a problem since even before Luka and Dennis Smith Jr. Like, every Rick Carlisle team after, you know, the championship run, that's just been the case. They either do really well in the first half or they completely fall apart, man. And I don't know, like, this is just me, and maybe I'm wrong, but I really think there needs to be a change of culture in this team, man. They need to get rid of Rick Carlisle in this offseason. I feel. I mean, you can let me know what you think in the comments later, but I just don't think this team can go anywhere with Rick anymore. But that's just one aspect. Another aspect, again, as I was stating, like, the second half, they crumble for some reason. They start missing shots, like, left and right, and then they freaking turn the ball over when they were taking care of the ball so well in the first half. I mean, Dennis Smith had, like, 2 turnovers in that second half. That, you know, that can't happen. And, you know, Dennis Smith had a pretty decent game overall, don't get me wrong, but that, again, it's night and day. He starts off really well, like, he had 11 first quarter points, and then the second half, he's just stagnant. Luka was also just missing threes. He was 3 for 6 at first, 3 for 6 for 3 at first, and then he just starts jacking up threes and missing, like, 3 in a row, and it's like, dude, like, you're smarter than that. And again, Luka pretty much had the best game out of all of them, so I'm not going to really bag on him too hard. But in all honesty, what the hell is happening with Harrison Barnes? Like, I used to defend him a lot. You know, he was the second best option. He was more efficient. But this stretch of games, these past, like, at least 5 or 6 games, he's been horribly inefficient, especially from 3. That guy needs to stop shooting threes. Like, the most he should be taking per game is 2. 2 threes a game, and that's it. I mean, he was okay in this game, but even from mid-range, dude, he was 2 for 10 in that first half. And he didn't really make any more since then. Like, he only had 9 points. 9 points, dude. That's ridiculous. And then Wesley Matthews, like, I've been saying it these past few years, they need to get rid of him. They need to get rid of him. He's been so horribly inefficient. Like, they brought him there to be a 3-point shooter, and he can't even fucking do what he was supposed to do. He was 0 for 4, 0 for 1 from 3, and only played 15 minutes. Like, I really think it's high time that they sit him on the bench and play Dorian Finney-Smith and Maxi Kleber. See, that's another guy that was a huge spark. Like, 4 blocks. 4 blocks. And especially in key moments. Dude, we need to start that guy. We need more defense. That's part of the problem as to why we keep crumbling. It's our turnovers, but if we get great enough defense, we should be able to hold people off. And that's the thing. That's our, like, we have decent offense in the first half, but then we freaking crumble because of our defense. I'm not a part of that team, what the hell. But they get lazy on defense, and they completely slack off. And that cannot happen. That cannot happen. This is the NBA. You cannot slack off on defense. And then also Maxi Kleber from 3, man. Like, he had a really good game. At first, I really wasn't too high on him, and I really didn't see the appeal. But if Maxi Kleber improves on other aspects of his game, he could be a hell of a player in this league. And again, still like talking about like how the team is just night and day when it comes to the halves. Dwight Powell, man, like he was like 4 for 4 in that first half, which was, I mean, it's not super good, but it's pretty damn decent. But then the second half, he is scoreless. He misses points, man. It's like Dwight Powell, when he's high, he's high. But when he's low, he's fucking low. That's the thing, man. This team needs some fucking consistency. Excuse my language. But it needs some consistency. Otherwise, they cannot make a push in the playoffs. And speaking of such, man, I'm kind of disappointed for Dirk, man. Like, he hasn't been really playing all that well. Or I don't know, maybe he just needs more minutes to really, like, you know, get a groove. But at the same time, like, you're trying to win games, and you can't give a person too much time to really be able to fall into a groove. But at this point in time, it's like Dirk he's done at this point. And I really hate to say that, but I think he's done. And from what I'm hearing, he's going to be in the All-Star game for like the 3-point shootout. I don't know what to think about that. Like, he hasn't been doing that well from 3, which, fuck, that sucks to say. Like just me saying that, I can never imagine a time where Dirk was horrible from 3. But, man, it's going to suck when he's gone, but at the same time, it's just, he's not doing well right now. Hopefully that improves. Hopefully he gets a game where he's just, like, balling out. Because that, you know, that would make my day. To see Dirk at least score, you know, 20 points, 25 points in at least one game or something. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Hopefully it does. And hopefully this team resolves its issues. They need to stop jacking threes. They need to take care of the ball in the second half. They need to start these other players like Dorian Finney-Smith and Maxi Kleber. Because, I mean, Harrison Barnes and Wes Matthews are not getting it done. I think we need to move on from them. We need to move on because what's happening is not working. It's not working. Like, and maybe I'm pushing the panic button, but I think they either need to trade Matthews and Barnes at the trade deadline, or let Barnes walk in free agency. Because, I mean, again, I used to defend him because he was decent in Golden State, and he started off pretty well when he came to Dallas at first, but nothing, man. Nothing. Nothing to show for it at this point. Again, if the Mavs are going to make a push for the playoff race, they need to start cleaning up the turnovers and just take smarter shots. I mean, I understand the league is headed more towards a three-point centric like style, but if you can't shoot the 3, don't shoot the 3. Drive it in, get better shots, make more passes and smarter passes too. But that's just my rant. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to, you know, do some more videos. I mean, right now, these are all mainly rants. Hopefully, I can get better and probably make scripts before I do stuff. But I just kind of wanted to get this one off my chest. The next video I'm hoping to do is possibly the whole Dennis Smith Jr. incident, I guess, if you want to call it that. But anyhow, hasta la próxima, mi gente. Peace.